Hey, it's me here with Envato, and today I want to talk about documentary storytelling with narratives like Ken Burns, Michael Moore, and Errol Morris. And if you like this topic, please check out my documentary filmmaking course on Skillshare. You can learn all about how to plan, shoot, and edit documentaries for film festivals and streaming platforms. The link is in the description. Let's get into this. So, what do all these filmmakers have in common? Well, they're all masters of documentary storytelling. They know how to take their audience on an emotional journey and make them care about the characters in the story. Now, if you want to make your own documentaries that stick with your audience long after they've watched them, then you need to learn how to use narrative techniques in your films. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you in this video. If you don't know me, I'm a documentary filmmaker based in London. I love making films about nature and wildlife. My films have been broadcast on BBC, Animal Planet, and Discovery. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing you need to understand is what we call the spine of the story. This is the main thread that runs through the whole film. It is the thing that makes your audience care about the characters and want to know what happens to them. In a nutshell, it's your film's central argument. Like in Path of the Panther, the spine of the story is clear from the opening scene, a young Florida panther struggling to find his place in the world. We follow him through the ups and downs of his life as he searches for food, mates and territory, all while facing threats from humans and other animals. By the end of the film, we understand the challenges he faces and we're rooting for him to succeed. Now, when planning your documentary, you need to ask yourself, what is the main message I want to convey to my audience? This is your film's central argument. Once you know your central argument, you can start to develop your story around it. The next thing you need to consider is conflict. Conflict is what drives a story forward. It's the thing that creates tension and keeps your audience on the edge of their seats. In Path of the Panther, there are many conflicts that the young Florida panther must overcome. He has to deal with the death of his mother, the encroachment of human development into his habitat, and the challenge of finding a mate. These conflicts are what make the film so compelling. As we watch the panther struggle to overcome these challenges, we can't help but root for him. When developing your story, think about the obstacles your subject faces. What does he or she have to overcome? How do these obstacles create tension and keep your audience engaged? You should also think about how you're going to structure your film. Will you use a linear narrative or will you jump back and forth in time? How will you keep your audience engaged? I'll be talking more about structure in my next video, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. Next up is character development. Your audience needs to connect with your characters in order to care about what happens to them. In Path of the Panther, we meet a variety of interesting characters, including the young panther, his father, the panther biologists who study them, and the humans who live in the same area. Each of these characters is complex and well developed. We understand their motivations and we care about their stories. When developing your documentary, spend some time getting to know your subjects. What are they like as people? What are their hopes and dreams? What are their fears? Once you know your characters inside out, it'll be much easier to get your audience to care about them. Another key element of documentary storytelling is showing rather than telling. This means using visuals and soundscapes to convey information instead of just stating it outright. For example, in Path of the Panther, instead of just telling us that panthers are solitary creatures, we see a young panther being rejected by his mother. We also hear him calling out into the night, only to be met with the sounds of crickets. Showing rather than telling is a powerful way to engage your audience and make them feel like they were really there in the action. When planning your documentary, think about how you can use visuals and soundscapes to tell your story. What shots will immerse your audience in the action? What sounds will bring their story to life? I'll be talking more about cinematography in my next video, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. Next up is pacing. The pace of your film will affect how your audience experiences the story. A slow pace can create suspense, but it can also make your audience lose interest. A fast pace can be exciting, but it can also make your audience feel like they're not getting the full story. In Path of the Panther, the pacing is just right. It keeps you on the edge of your seat without feeling like you're missing anything important. When planning your documentary, think about the pace you want to create. What kind of mood are you going for? Do you want to create suspense or excitement? Once you know the pace you want to create, you can start to think about how you're going to achieve it. Finally, let's talk about the importance of theme. Theme is what your film is about on a deeper level. It's the main idea or message you want to convey to your audience. In Path of the Panther, the theme is clear. Even in the face of adversity, we can find a way to persevere. The young panther faces many obstacles, but he never gives up. He keeps trying to find food, mates, and territory. In the end, he succeeds in all three. We see him raise a family and become a powerful male panther. The theme of perseverance is what makes Path of the Panther so inspiring. When developing your documentary, think about what you want your audience to take away from the experience. What is the main message you want to convey? Once you know your theme, you can start to develop your story around it. In a nutshell, documentary storytelling is about taking your audience on an emotional journey. It's about making them care about your characters and the story you're telling. To do this effectively, you need to use narrative techniques such as having a clear spine to your story, creating conflict, developing your characters, showing rather than telling, creating a good pace, and having a clear theme. By following these tips, you'll be on your way to making your own compelling documentaries. And remember, the most important thing is to have fun and be creative. So pick a story that you're passionate about and let your creativity flow. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on documentary filmmaking. Thanks for watching and happy filmmaking. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it's helped you to better understand documentary storytelling. If you want to learn more about documentary storytelling, I highly recommend that you check out my documentary filmmaking course on Skillshare. In this course, I cover everything from planning and shooting to editing and distributing your documentary. So whether you're just starting out or you're looking to sharpen your skills, this course is for you. Plus, as a member of Skillshare, you'll get access to thousands of other amazing classes on topics like animation, graphic design, illustration, and much more. With Skillshare, you'll always find something new to learn and expand your skill set. But wait, there's more. The best part is that the first 500 people to sign up using my link in the description below will get a 1-month free trial. That's right, you can try Skillshare for free for an entire month. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below to sign up for your free trial today. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Happy filmmaking,